Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Friday evening stream. This has been a bit of an adventure trying to get this game done. Relatively short, but boy, has the time not been kind to my free time to be able to actually stream this. Been working quite a few Saturdays. Hear me, right? Out through the front door, walk over to my... Okay, I got this key. I'm not sure what it's for. Wait, is it the key to this outhouse over here? No, apparently not. I don't remember anything. This game. Okay, here's what... Oh, okay. There. There. This one. Oh, it's an elevator. Do 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 do. Oh, walk. Magnum opus.
Right. This is Lionel Snell. If you're hearing this, it's because you turned on the developer commentary for my latest game, my magnum opus really, called Walk.
It makes me think of me when I first started streaming. I don't know if I like this. Leave it. Walk.
The scene you're looking at is the model of my childhood bedroom. This right here is where Super Weasel Kid was conceived. Take it in.
Can't.
That weasel was my favorite pet. I called him, yeah, you guessed it, Weasel Kid. And that's Mr. Shrewd. The two always made little squeaks and chirps at each other. I like to imagine they were talking. Shrewd would be this wise parental figure giving advice to Weasel Kid.
Okay, I recognize this game from this game. What's this?
One of my favorite games at that age was Cooking Granny. I thought Chef Bryce was the coolest. You know how that turned out.
punched Randy in the face and got dragged into a fighting game.
My original plan for Walk was to have it be an almost non-interactive experience, just allow the player to explore and contemplate. I did some market research though, and well, that kind of game was falling out of vogue. Not much money in it, so I jammed in some real gameplay. I thought that since this is about my life as a developer, why not show the player what it's like to make a game? I mean, this is like a way dumbed down version of the stuff I do, but to the average gamer it's a challenge.
Okay. The mouse sensitivity is insane in this section. It is not this sensitive everywhere else.
I remember when I first got the jumping code right and hooked it up to a keyboard button. Oh, that dopamine rush electrified my childhood brain. Irving came as part of the GameWorks package. I was a little hesitant about using an AI at first, but he became really helpful. It didn't take long to realize how much I depended on Irving. He assured me that it was easy for him to come up with enemies and non-player characters for me, so I let him do his job.
The mouse sensitivity is insane. Oh. Hang on. How do I get myself... There we go. Okay. That direct.
Irving told me we couldn't get the original Super Weasel Kid for Walk. Something about losing the files. Kind of a shame, I guess.
Okay. Move left. Put that there. This one. Uh... Wait, no, let's give that... Okay, let's go to... This is actually quite challenging with how sensitive this mouse cursor is. Okay, we're not putting... We're doing character movements, so... Entities don't get to move. Mapping controls. And... Okay. Okay, entity GR1 is out of the game.
The success of Super Weasel Kid paralyzed me. I tried starting a few different games, but I kept comparing them to my big hit. What would people think if I put out something that was worse? That I had just gotten lucky the first time? That I'm a one-trick pony? Eventually, I settled on making a sequel. Super Weasel Kid, Radical Road. I tried to learn guitar, but I couldn't motivate myself to practice. There was something about the immediacy of game development that I couldn't get out of that thing. Mr. Shrewd was getting older, both in Radical Road and real life. The older I got, though, the less I really cared. I'd been playing a lot of fighting games at that age. Always loved those. I wanted to make one, but I wasn't quite as talented as I would become. So that's why I just had to add combat to Radical Road.
It has the long way around. Okay. There we go. Bring it around. Good.
I thought it was just exhilarating to beat the shit out of that Grunda, but the critics really came down on me for that part. It left me feeling like I had no idea what people wanted.
Wait, what was that guy?
Radical
I've
Road
seen
was
him
met
before.
with mixed reviews, and it made me panic. I resolved to put away Super Weasel Kid forever and try something new. To top it off, my Shrew died. Mr. Shrewd was long dead at this point. Shrews just don't live that long. Weasel Kid actually escaped, if you can believe it. I took him outside one time, and he slipped out of my hands and ran into my neighbor's rose garden. I searched for hours, but the garden was pretty big, and the thorns were painful.
He's starting to run out of inspirational elements in his life, and now it's stuck
I
trying
get
to...
emails once in a while, people asking to make deals, wanting to capitalize on my IP. It had been a couple of years now since Radical Road, and one day I just said, fuck it, fine. I sold the
A bad
franchise to the
word.
highest bidder.
Transfer of intellectual property agreement made between Game Funa and Lionel Snill. In consideration of the mutual promises and covenants contained in this agreement, assigned property means intellectual property means this, property rights, copyrights, assignment, consideration, assignee will pay the assigner $2.5 million. May not use any confidential information assigned as part of the assigned property except the benefit of the assignee. Yep. Pretty typical looking stuff.
When I saw what they did with Super Weasel Kid, I felt a little part of myself die. But I was 18 years old and loaded. It was actually one of the best years of my life. The next scene is based on my foray into larger scale game development. The plan? Make a fighting game. Not everyone remembers, but okay, just jump a little bit higher. You're almost there. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't get nearly enough credit for starting one of the most popular fighting game franchises in history.
I feel like this guy's going on a bit of an ego trip. Point.
It's a beauty, isn't it? I put my weasel bucks to use and bought this place with cash. Then I hired a team. I hired my childhood friend Carla to work at my new studio. She was halfway through a degree in computer science, but I offered her a huge salary. Hard to say no to that.
Becky, no?
Carla's first order of business was to tell me that I had designed too many male characters. I tried to tell her that Steambot Willie was genderless, but she insisted. So I created Chandrell while she worked on Sato.
Sato, huh?
That eye. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Ever since Carla created Sato, I'd get these weird, annoying bugs in my games. And I'm still getting them in Walk.
Okay, so... Huh. Gotta be real. This character has attacked me literally everywhere I've gone. I know this character.
Not exactly sure what Carla did while she was creating Sato. She told me some mumbo-jumbo about pushing GameWorks to its limits. That character was eerie, to say the least.
I don't like how she shoved her face out down here on the lower left of the screen. That spooked me a little bit. Wait.
I bought the rights for my favorite game character. That is, my favorite character I hadn't made myself. Integrating Bryce into Combat Arena was harder than I thought. I had a lot of help from Irving. Look at that door. That's exactly what it looked like in real life. Solid teak, hand-carved, gold nameplate. I was hiring people who were twice my age. I had to make sure they understood who was in charge.
Yeah, oh, wow. Hey. What's this? The Popper's Root Beer. Empty hamster cage still.
Making Combat Arena gave me my first glimpse into well, to be frank, the stupidity and immaturity of gamers. Every damn day, we got complaints about how this or that character was overpowered, underpowered, too boring. Ugh, I never wanted to work on a fighting game again.
Anything else I can do with this? Oh. Hang on. Strike 5. There. So overpowered. Wow. Make him less powerful. Him down to equal levels. Have to, like, weaken him again. Make him better! Okay. Oh. Expletive? Right?
I have to admit, though, coding the punches and kicks was everything I had hoped it would be. I'd sit in my office for hours just watching these characters go to town on each other. Sometimes they'd look like they could actually feel it.
Everybody's mad. Yep. Blocking is too good. Replace it with something. Right? Block. Um. Place block. Oh, I know how to do it. Tie these two bugs together. Yes, I can. Yes, I introduced some bad words now. Oh, boring. An ultimate. Give him an ultimate. Up against Irving. Alright, what? What now? I won't... This thing... Mistake. I think I'm getting the hang of the incredibly sensitive mouse controls, but man, does it still hurt. Uh-oh. Banned. Sorry, pal. What?
Ugh, God, it was such a relief to ship that game. I hated it by the end. But since my fingers had touched it, it turned to gold. I still had my contract with Game Funa, so I sold the franchise for another boatload of cash.
Hey. This? On.
Now that my studio was bigger, richer, unstoppable, it was time to take on something huge. An epic fantasy adventure that only a studio like mine could accomplish. This is when I made Secrets of Legendaria.
I'm guessing these party hats, the champagne bottles, the confetti is from the launch party?
I had been pushing the team really hard to finish the game, but see? I rewarded them sometimes.
Ordered them sometimes.
I put everything into that game. I hired the best programmers, the best designers. I burned through my fortune fast. But this game was going to be epic, goddammit. I paid the
Bad
biggest
words.
gaming streamer to play it live, with hundreds of thousands watching.
I can't.
Yeah, you like that switch mechanic? Pretty cool, huh? Still got it.
Oh no. I don't want to be in this stupid puzzle game. How are you holding up, Faceless Joe? Oh, I figured. Guessing I have to fight that slime. Solve some brilliant puzzle to open the gate. Oh. Still work? Does, okay. Makes sense that they'd choose me for this. Rel's gone, also Lazarus. Valamir too. All I've got left is the town mechanic. Oof, here we go. Oh right, because Chandrel that Chandrel sabotaged everything. Spells. Uh. Fire a missile. At least this dude seems pretty tough. It's more mana. Ugh. My balls are back again. Switch. Like interacting with those bugs. Like they're trying to take everything over.
The stream had been going alright with the odd hitch or two, but things took a terrible turn for the worst right near the end. It was chaos.
Whatever that is, I might need it. Okay. Okay. And how does this work? Crit boost. But do purple switch, then I need to hit the blue switch. Go, then cut that wire. Okay, crit boost all the way up. Supercharge. Spawn of Valamir. Okay. Change this. Change this from a hit 1. This a hit all. 30. There we go. Okay, not bad to win this. Rebecca survived the first wave. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I guess
Secrets
not.
of Legendaria bombed. Carla had left bugs in there intentionally to sabotage me. It must have been that, because everything went wrong. And everyone saw it live. The game had no hope of recouping costs, so I took funds from the severance packages and ran. I couldn't even afford my apartment anymore. I moved south to find some cheaper real estate. Living in the desert was a miserable experience. I blasted the AC all day, but I was somehow always sweating. I started working on Wasteworld here. It was supposed to be my great comeback.
Can't move, okay.
I would wake up, sit in front of my computer, and just stare at the screen with my hands beside the keyboard. After about an hour of that, I'd blow off the rest of the day playing some online game.
Okay.
Sure, I'd sometimes accomplish something, but then I'd reward myself with some social media time and would wind up reading articles about myself. They weren't kind to me. I never finished Wasteworld. I wanted this area of walk to reflect that experience, so I left it half finished. That also saved me some development time.
Okay, Sarsaparilla, there's another instance of that. Was told at an earlier point, do not forget these words, and it's Sarsaparilla. Movement system is very awkward.
The heat of that godforsaken place. Most days it kept me inside.
Even do anything.
Somehow, the more I needed to finish that game, the more I avoided doing it. My parents would call every once in a while to ask how it was going, but I just lied.
Go. Down, around, up. Again. Go. Up. Don't even need to go through the splitter. Right. Just need to be able to shoot.
The final straw was those idiotic modders. They took my half-finished game and made a goddamn mockery of it. Aliens? In a post-apocalyptic Wild West. It made no sense. If I couldn't finish the game myself, I sure as hell wasn't going to let them do it for me. Take on those modders really fired me up. It was just what I needed to bring those lowlives to task. Those gormless basement dwellers were going to pay whatever attempt.
He goes on like that for a while. You must be tired of hearing his voice. We're mere pawns, but you can change that. Listen to me. This is important. When you see a door of light, walk back to whence you came, and look to your right. Now, let's see how far I can skip you forward.
And that's how I programmed the blood particles. I think it really contributed to the visceral pleasure of Vicious Galaxy 2, making it the obvious standout in the series. My only gripe with the game was the designs of the main characters. Too old. Everyone wanted the same boring space marines from Vicious Galaxy 1.
Okay, this is insanely noisy.
I got my wish. There was some sort of breach within GameWorks, and a lot of data was lost. I had to create a new squad of player characters from scratch after that.
The data breach, you mean the one that I led?
Everything got weird after that breach. It told me that I might be in danger. Danger from what? And now we find ourselves at the climax of Walk. The player has to use everything they've learned to solve the ultimate puzzle and arm the bomb. Go on, you can do it.
Going to guess that the whole thing I have to do to arm the bomb is deal with an extremely sensitive mouse cursor. Alright, place. Oh, right, I have to attach the eye to hooks. Okay, go. Now take this guy and go right around. Go, and now the third one.
This probably looks daunting. Switches, those creepy eye things, and a splitter all in one puzzle. But it's the last one, I promise.
Okay. Yellow thing switched. The blue thing now. Use into this one. Hit the green switch next. Do I even care about that particular eye bug? Know that I do. Um, oh wait, the blue switch needs to stay switched. Blue switch can stay on because I don't need the blue switch. get to the bomb. Yellow switch. There we go. Play that eye there, and now this one down. You have to hit the blue switch. It this way. Get how I'm hitting these things. Yellow switch. Okay. Now how does this work? One do I go to? Green one. I come through here. This guy. Put this blue one. This. Okay. Huh. I don't know how to make this work. Well, I ball and hit hello switch. Okay. Huh. Okay, that was an interesting dynamic I just had happen. Make that happen. I keep feeling like I just keep sticking myself back into same bad scenario I've always found myself in. Oh, no, wait. That's what I need to do with this. Need to be able to split. Split. There we go. And now that switch. There we go. Alright.
You know, I had to lower the difficulty of that puzzle like 10 times before the average player could solve it. But great job, you figured it out. You win.
I don't think I like this guy anymore.
And that brings us to the present. Well, I should say, the near future. The other indie games coming out right now are crap,
Bad word.
so Walk is a shoo-in for Game of the Year. This scene is a little glimpse into what's to come. The end. Thanks for playing, I guess. At this point, you just have to walk toward the white door frame and the credits roll. And, hey, I'm glad you turned on the developer commentary. I hope my story was as much an inspiration to you as it is to me. This is Lionel Snill, signing off. Did you get all that? Alright, good. Let's get out of here.
Part of me is tempted to walk through the door. I was told back this way. So I'm gonna go back. Oh. Itchy poke. Light. Okay, then just light. Where are we going? Hamster cage?
Super Weasel Kid was not my first game. That was my Count C first game.
What? Who's Susanna? Root beer tender. Wait, is this the old wheelchair-bound grandpa? Why is it... Yes! The wheelchair. It's closing, Reginald. Hey, that can't be. It's not even dark yet. It's closing time. Forever. Lionel's releasing Super Weasel Kid. He can't have some root beer game marring his reputation. I must be mistaken. Lionel loves root beer, and he loves me. Lionel wants this. I won't leave. Very well. Lionel wants this. So that's why all the GameWorks characters Okay, so it is the old grandpa that runs the inn. Huh. Completed question. Seen it all now, haven't you? You understand why we are gathered here. You have an important role to play in this, so I hope you are ready. Loyal patrons, tonight we are all killers. This is now my only way out. I'd like this to be my final KO. As per our agreement. This'll take me to Rocky, right? Or Mr. Shrewd. Go on. Your turn. You. The hex has been opened. I must thank you for your help. The ritual was incomplete without a player. And I do hope you enjoyed your time here at the 6 Point. Your patronage is valued highly. But what is happening now? If you'll excuse me, it's time for me to meet my maker. Okay. Alright, well. Guess that's the end. Okay. I'm concerned about all the glitchy noises. Hmm. I don't like all the glitchy noises. A lot of beta testers. Play testers. Also the Kickstarters? I don't know. I don't even know if this game was Kickstarted. Some additional sound assets. Community assets are keeps device and Art assets. Hosts of the Indie Pod. Created with Unity 5.6. And the game just closed. That's it. What happens if I start it back up? Start back up? Is this an Undertale thing where you start it back up and then it does something completely different? Just takes me back to here. So what do I do with the key? I guess the key was to open the battery case. It just takes me back to here. But let's see what happens when I walk out of the...
I'd get emails once in a while, people asking to make deals, wanting to capitalize on my IP. It had been a couple of years now since Radical Road, and one day I just said,
Bad
"Fuck it,
word.
fine." I sold the franchise to the highest bidder.
Yeah, alright. And...
When I saw what they did with Super Weasel Kid, I felt a little part of myself die. But I was 18 years old and loaded. It was actually one of the best years of my life. Now that my studio was bigger, richer, unstoppable, it was time to take on something huge. An epic fantasy
Kind of
adventure
skipping
that
through
only
everything.
a studio like mine could accomplish. This is when I made Secrets of Legendaria. I put everything into that game. I hired the best programmers, the best designers. I burned through my fortune.
Skip this.
Fast. But this game was going to be epic.
See if I can just skip through stuff. Bigger, richer, unstoppable.
Now that my studio was bigger, richer, unstoppable, it was time to take on something huge. An epic fantasy adventure that only a studio like mine could accomplish. This is when I made Secrets of Legendaria.
I just leave. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff again.
Carla and I were no longer friends. Actually, that might be putting it lightly. We hated each other. Her ego was just too big to stand in the shadow of my greatness.
Huh.
There was a heated debate about which character should be the star of Secrets of Legendaria. In the end, Carla won over the studio, so we went with Chandrell. Yeah, who cares what I think, right?
Wait, but he was the one that made Chandrell. She made Sado. How would she... Hey, can I skip this part?
I put everything into that game. I hired the best programmers, the best designers. I burned through my fortune fast. But this game was going to be epic, goddammit.
Yes.
I paid the biggest gaming streamer to play it live, with hundreds of thousands watching. Yeah, you like that switch mechanic? Pretty cool, huh? Still got it.
I didn't know you could click those. See.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
So
All right.
oh,
The stream had been going alright with the odd hitch or two, but things took a terrible turn for the worst right near the end. It was chaos!
oh yeah. For
All right. How did this work again? Right, how did I do this again? I think I've just cut myself off from any hope of a solution. Right, okay.
oh yeah. I just, one part. Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Boost that up to
They're
max.
basically smaller.
Might be about ready to die here. Is that it then? Back to the overworld? I guess not.
Secrets of Legendaria bombed. Carla had left bugs in there intentionally to sabotage me. It must have been that, because everything went wrong. And everyone saw it live. The game had no hope of recouping costs, so I took funds from the severance package. I would wake up, sit in front of my computer, and just stare at the screen with my hands beside the keyboard. After about an hour of that, I'd blow off the rest of the day playing some online game. Sure, I'd sometimes accomplish something, but then I'd reward myself with some social media time and would wind up reading articles about myself. They weren't kind to me. I never finished Wasteworld. I wanted this area of walk to reflect that experience, so I left it half finished. That also saved me some development time. The final straw was those idiotic models. They took my half-finished game and made a goddamn mockery of it. Aliens in a post-apocalyptic Wild West. No sense. If I couldn't finish the game myself, I sure as hell wasn't going to let them do it for me. Getting the legal documents drawn up to take on those modders really fired me up. It was just what I needed to bring those lowlives to task. Those gormless basement dwellers were going to pay whatever temp.
I'm aware.
And that's how I programmed the blood particles. I think it really contributed to the visceral pleasure of Vicious Galaxy 2, making it the obvious standout in the series. My only gripe with the game was the designs of the characters. They're too old. Everyone wanted the same boring space marines from Vicious Galaxy. Eventually, I got my wish. There was some sort of breach within GameWorks, and a lot there was lost. I had to create a new squad of player characters from scratch after that. Irving got weird after that breach. He told me that I might be in danger. Danger from what?
Alright, going back to this bomb puzzle, I guess.
And now we find ourselves at the climax of Walk. The player has to use everything they've learned to solve the ultimate puzzle and arm the bomb. Go on, you can do it.
Doesn't matter exactly what order I do these in, it's just the same puzzles. Alright. Trying to recall exactly. I completed these puzzles from exactly a minute ago. know what it is about this music, but it feels like I'm being attacked by most. Oh.
This probably looks daunting. Switches, those creepy eye things, and a splitter all in one puzzle. But it's the last one, I promise.
All right. And we win.
You know, I had to lower the difficulty of that puzzle like 10 times before the average player could solve it. But great job, you figured it out. You win. And that brings us to the present. Well, I should say, the near future. The other indie games coming out right now are crap.
Bad word.
So, Walk is a shoo-in for Game of the Year.
Okay.
This scene is a little glimpse into what's to come.
All right,
Yeah.
now let's see what happens if we just walk out.
Thanks for playing, I guess. At this point, you just have to walk toward the white door frame and the credits roll. And, hey, I'm glad you turned on the developer commentary. I hope my story was as much an inspiration to you as it is to me. This is Lionel Snill, signing off. Did you get all that? Alright, good. Let's get out of here.
Huh. These are very, very different credits from previews. Oh yeah, these aren't even the real credits at all. Like, these are nothing close. And then the game closes on me again. Okay then, well. Huh. Well, I guess that's that. I don't really have anything else to say. There's got to be more secrets in here, though, because that was... This is the developer of Pony Island. And that game went completely off of the rails. I don't know enough about Sato's character. I don't feel like I know enough about the little hooded guys. I also don't know what the deal is with sarsaparilla. The sarsaparilla etchings that are found everywhere. Oh well, I might look it up. I might do some digging. I might just leave it at that. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, because we finished the game. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope to see you all next time on Sunday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Good night.